Today on Omni After Hours here on the House of Rags, we are testing out two different wash mitts. So we have the Detail Co. wash pad here, which is more of a traditional size to what we've been using for the last few years. We have been using this wash pad for the better part of the last couple of months now. It is now our main wash pad. And what we're comparing it off against today is a smaller, I wouldn't call it a sibling because it's from a different brand here, but this is the Yum wash pad. We first saw this at SEMA. It's only just arrived yesterday, so we're going to put it to the test today and just figure out, are we still happy using this bigger wash pad, the Detail Co. one, or is this smaller variant going to be better for our use cases?
Now, the other thing is it's different fibres, but they actually do make a larger version. So Nick from Yum Cars actually makes an XL version of that.
He does. When we were talking to Nick at SEMA, he was talking to us about how this could be a really good option for us to use for our rinseless washing. Typically, rinseless washing, the way that we do that is using the DIY Detail sponge because it has all of those slits in there. We feel like that is the safest way to wash. But in true Omni Garage fashion, we're going to, challenge that thought and test out some different ways. So we're not rinselessing today. We will be using this in the rinseless fashion, but we're just going to figure out, do we like washing when we're doing our contact bucket wash with the larger Detail Co. mitt, or could we potentially switch or occasionally change to the smaller mitt? What we're working on today here is a Maserati, what is this, a Levante?
Levante.
Maserati Levante, so
3 litre V6.
Yep, we've just washed the wheels, so we're right at the stage here now where we can get into our foam and our contact wash. So without further ado, let's foam it down. Not sure what soap we got in the bucket there today. Irrelevant to the test really. It's probably available on thehouseofrags.com because they have pretty much everything in the world of detailing. So let's get some foam on here. How many years have we used the wash pad of this size, Glenn?
5 years. We used to use the Incredi pad, the XL version, the blue and white one.
Yeah, the Microfiber Madness
Incredi
pad.
Incredi mitt.
Yeah.
Is it Incredi mitt?
I think it's the Incredi pad because we don't use the mitt. They make a mitt variant.
So we've used that for 5 odd years, and I would say that this is pretty much very similar. So
yeah, I think a lot of people look at this and think, oh my goodness, that's a big pad. But I think, when you get your hand on it, it's very, very easy to control. And
Eddie and Jamie designed that at the House of Rags, so they originally had a different version of that, and then what I'm really drawn to is the colour.
That is such
a
colourway,
cool colour, so cool.
Unfortunately, we don't have one that is not wet, do we? Because we've got 2 in the bucket there, check that out. But it's unique, isn't it? We were ready to upgrade our Microfiber Madness pads.
Yeah, and this is all done through the same sort of microfiber in Korea that they do, they're good quality microfibers and stuff. So this was just a natural switch for us to do,
This is the V2 variant of that wash pad, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's called, well, the original one was definitely called the Wash Boss.
This is the Wash Boss V2. That's the name.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And so, Nick at Yum Cars, his one is tri-fiber.
Yes.
So there's 3 different fibers here, different lengths, and it was initially designed to. It was initially designed with the rinseless wash. He designed that a long time before he actually had a rinseless wash to be used, and it's it's an interesting concept to be using a wash pad, or a microfiber wash media to do a rinseless wash. You typically use a sponge or towels, right? But the way that those fibers are done is so that it doesn't actually hold on to dirt and grime when it's soaked in water, which is an interesting concept.
Yum's pad feels a bit more silk-like. Like it has quite a sheen to it.
That will be those different fibers in there.
Yeah, it feels softer in the hand. So I'm looking forward to trying it and just seeing, does it slow me down using a smaller pad, or am I just as efficient because I can control it well?
Well, I want to see if it's slicker, it glides a bit better too.
Yeah, okay, that's
what I'm
a
interested
good
in.
test. Right, let's finish foaming this down. So I think the way I want to test this, I want to get these both in the bucket, pick them up.
What does the weight feel like while they're low?
Okay, so this is heavy, this is light. Like, there's
They
a
have
noticeable weight
different
in
size
here.
pads too. One's quite thinner than the other.
Well, they are. Look, if I put them on the hood here, so if you compare the two here, you're not only smaller in size, but yeah, the profile of the pad, and you can see the fibres here, much shorter. And if you come across to this one here, like these can, like, you can give it a little bit of a mohawk there. Like, it's a long pad. So it'd be interesting to see the slickness. I think we've both got to test this out.
So why you want it to be slick is because when your wash media runs along the panel, that's when you're going to induce marring and scratching. And so I understand we've got a real nice lubricious soap on the surface, but we also want our wash pad to be glide across, so we're not having to push hard and things like that. And then I guess the other thing is we actually want it to release dirt when we dunk it back in the bucket so that we have a nice clean pad. And
yeah, first impressions on this one here, it is slick. It's very easy to manage, although, do you know what? I find that the larger pad can almost be easier to manage because you've got more weight in it. So it really, like, hunkers down in the surface. I don't think either feels slicker than the other. I don't know if there's an edge. No, I think probably the smaller pad has a bit of an edge.
well, it's white too, so you can see the dirt that you're picking up.
You do. I think when you start moving this around at pace, right, so I'm really kind of moving back and forward, I feel like this glide's really slick. Same with this here. I think it's when you're moving it quite slow, I feel like it's much easier. If I have one finger on this pad, it is much easier to move this one around, you know, send it around the surface, then do the same with this here. You got the additional weight in it, but I don't think either is better than the other. I think you need to have a go here. I think you need to refoam the hood though. Put those back in the bucket. Get some.
Oh yeah, I see what I mean. Yeah, this is slicker. This is slicker. This is quite floppy, you know.
It's pretty marginal though. I
That's
don't
quite
think it's like,
like-
oh wow, this is like 50% better.
That's quite floppy. This actually stiffens up quite a lot on the surface, you know.
Chuck them
But I
back in
don't know
the
if it's like smaller size, so does large feel a bit better? I don't know.
bucket. He's not going to listen to me, is he? So I'm going to have to do it for him.
Dunk him in there.
Dunk him in. Okay. Well, look, I got two for you right there because we had a fresh one.
Yeah, this tri-fibre is definitely slicker.
Do you think it's by a long way?
No,
Or just marginal?
marginal.
Yeah.
So that's also going to come down to the individual, right?
Yeah.
What kind of hood you got? What kind of soap you've got? Is your hood contaminated? All that kind of stuff. So it's a subjective feeling. Is it slicker? Well, I think it is. I think this I don't know how to describe it, but this stays a lot more rigid under the hand when you're washing, whereas this becomes quite.
Well, it does. This
Soaked
like
down,
goes floppier. Whereas this, although what I do need to say there is these have gone through a few wash cycles now.
This hasn't.
This has not. So
It's
we
very
could lose
rigid
some
on
of
the
that
edges
rigidity.
too. Can you feel how quite rigid?
Yeah,
it is?
yeah, it is. I'm just interested to know if we're going to lose that after a couple of cycles of washing.
Okay, interesting. What I don't like is this is white. So it's good that it's white to start with because you're going to see the dirt and grime that you're picking up. But I'm just wondering, how does this really weather? How does this go through 60, 100 washes?
Okay, well, let's test it out. Wipe a really dirty area of the car. Because I think this is where this pad is quite interesting, particularly for rinseless washing.
Okay, so there's dirt on there, yeah?
Yeah, look, okay.
Let's see how it releases it, because this is the other part. I want to dunk this wash media and I want to see dirt come off.
Do you know where I'd be excited to see this?
In a rinseless wash.
the one dunk test.
Yeah,
Rinseless
well, like one
test.
dunk it, eh?
Yeah. I mean, we haven't got rinseless in there, so it's not really a one dunk test, but one dunk it.
Still on there.
Yeah. Why don't you wash a panel with that now? Do like a door. Just tell me your
That's
thoughts.
gone.
Yeah. Well, that's a nice thing, isn't it? You can see when you're putting more dirt back on the car if it's all out.
I want bigger size.
Do you feel like you're slower?
Yeah. I want a bigger size. I want that, is it large or XL? Whatever Nick makes is a bigger
Yeah.
size. They were sold out when we bought this one, actually. We bought this from VCM in Australia, and we actually bought those too. So we bought both these products.
I think this would be quite good for rinseless, though, in that size.
Yeah. there's stuff on there.
Let us know in the comments
Definitely
down below
comes out.
what type of wash media you like to use. Do you like the bigger pad? Do you like the smaller pad? We're very much wash pads rather than wash mitts.
I like the bigger size. The bigger size for me is like, this feels, when people look at it and go, oh, that's so big, I like this size.
Yep.
I like the slickness and the feel and the look. It's tri-fiber, it's something new, it's something exciting, a little bit different to the market. But the feel of this and my speed and a little bit extra volume of water that I can hold, I appreciate this one.
Okay, so this will be interesting to get our hands on this in the
bigger size.
larger one and compare what difference the two materials has on our overall feel.
I tell you what though, I'm liking the iPhone on the gimbal on the thing. That's so easy, like you just watch that while you filmed.
Yeah, I've never been able to do that before. We might be able to get a bit more interactive. Glenn and I have just bought a DJI Osmo 8. Can't believe they're up to 8. We actually started our YouTube channel. The first equipment we ever bought was an Osmo 2, maybe. Osmo 1, well back in the day. And we've just picked this up to see if we can make filming a bit easier for ourselves. And yeah, the fact that I can come over here, pick up a wash pad, wash this car on the panel that Glenn's already done, all while still holding the camera. Hopefully it brings you guys into a bit more of a like a POV feel. I think this is a fantastic wash pad. I think if anyone's on the fence around, hey, I want a new pad, what shall I get?
I'm trying to pick up dirt, but I can't really.
No, because the fibres on this, they're just too,
Yeah.
it goes too deep in there.
So one thing I've noticed is that these fibres are completely different, right? So we've got longer fibres on here, which means you're probably going to have more dirt accumulation deep into the fibres. I think over time, it's going to probably struggle to release it. And I definitely know in our older ones, deep down here, they get quite dirty. This is definitely a smaller fibre, so I wonder if it's going to be easier at releasing dirt. And you said that you don't find that this is getting caught on emblems.
No, I don't. Like, wipe that across the emblem at the back of the car. Check this out.
Well, I'll just show you. I've just done this. I didn't actually make this up.
Yeah?
I actually told you to get the camera out to have another film.
You did. Oh, you got it caught on there.
So that is kind of like what happens.
Oh, yeah. I can, oh,
You
yep.
can feel it, right?
Yeah, okay.
So that's what happens with those twist loop towels that we sort of filmed the other week.
Look at that, because you just do that,
And it's catching on it, and we're pulling out the
and
fibre.
we're pulling fibres. Where did it go? It went somewhere.
Whereas I feel that that's not happening there.
Yeah, so maybe if you've got a lot of emblems. Yeah, look at that. Where's this? I sent it up.
Oh.
Oh, you can hear it. Tearing.
There you go.
Ooh, goodness. Do you know what I just noticed?
What?
You got a little shampoo on your head.
Oh yeah, it's because you sprayed me.
I did, sorry about that.
And even on here, it like glides across quite nicely. That's a.
Yeah, over there. What about this badge? Because these are usually the worst as well.
Oh,
We got that real sharp corner. Glides easily, doesn't it?
Mm.
That's just the lower nap of the fibres.
I think I could be converted to use this for washing vehicles, soap traditional wash.
Mhm.
And I would be very interested to try this and a rinseless compared to a sponge. I think this could really be quite cool in a different way. I'd really like to try that out.
Yeah, I like the feel of it. I like that almost silkiness it's got to it. I'd be interested to see this, how dirty we can get this. I mean, it's not very dirty in here, is it? But I like the fact that you can see dirt on the white pad, which is funny because I also love the colour of the DIY detail pad. I'm going to pick up anything at all.
DIY detail? You mean the colour of the detail coat?
Not DIY detail, sorry, the detail coat. I love the colour of that. I think there's just something so cool. Did I get you with that?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I think there's something so cool about the colour of this. Even our wives commented on that, going, that is a cool looking wash pad.
So I think if you're in the market straight away for a new wash pad, either or of these are absolutely fine. I think I would like to see this in a bigger size. This is very slick under the feel of the wash media. It'd be interesting to see what longevity is like of this. But I think you cannot go wrong with this one. I think for the size and how this works and function, I think this would be my pick for washing the vehicle in a traditional soap foam, bucket method. And I'd like to see how this performs in the rinseless bucket because I think this could be something quite cool, something quite unique. And I need to compare that against the sponge. But pick up any of these at thehouseofrags.com. use the code OmniGarage. It'll save you 10% off at checkout. We are associated with the House of Rags. We get a kickback from that. That helps us buy more products. And Glenn and I, we both bought actually these products so that we can make the video for you guys. So you guys are just spending money to help us be able to buy more products and give our thoughts and feedback on great products that the House of Rags sells. So that's it from OmniGarage. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Pick yourself up one of these and one of these. Try it out for yourself, because the best recommendation is when you buy it yourself and try it for yourself.
And let us know in the comments below what your current wash media of choice is. Is it a mitt? Is it a pad? Is it something else? Let us know. We're always keen to try some new variants here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.